The Forgotten Secret, an epic tale of discovery. Prologue, The Lost Knowledge. In the annals of human history, there have been countless inventions and discoveries that have propelled civilization forward. Fire, the wheel, the printing press. These breakthroughs were celebrated, recorded, and taught to generations as the very cornerstones of progress. Yet, hidden in the shadows of these monumental achievements, a simple yet profound idea lay dormant, overlooked and forgotten. It was a concept so fundamental that it seemed almost too obvious, too basic, for anyone to consider as groundbreaking. And so it remained undiscovered, a secret lost to time. Chapter 1. The Ignorance of the Ages. For centuries, humanity thrived, building towering cities, exploring the farthest reaches of the earth, and even venturing into the stars. But in all their advancements, there was one thing they never truly mastered: the art of lifting, balancing, and carrying with the natural strength of the human body. People strained their backs, injured their shoulders, and burdened their joints, all in the pursuit of moving heavy objects. They invented machines and tools to help, but these devices only addressed the symptoms, not the root cause. Generation after generation, people accepted this struggle as an inherent part of life. They believed that the pain and strain were simply the price to pay for progress. The knowledge that could have alleviated this burden was within their reach, yet it was ignored, dismissed as unimportant, or too simple to warrant serious consideration. The ignorance of this truth was immense, and the human race paid the price. Chapter 2. A Life Changed by a Diagnosis. In the quiet town of Spring Hill, Florida, lived a man named Francis Tully. A man of creativity, vision, and deep faith, he was no stranger to life's challenges. 12 years ago, his world was turned upside down when he was diagnosed with a rare, 1 in 5 million type of cancer. The diagnosis was devastating, but instead of succumbing to despair, Francis found new purpose in his life. He began to see the world differently, appreciating the small miracles in everyday life and finding inspiration in the most unexpected places. As Francis battled his illness, his mind remained sharp, constantly seeking new ideas and inventions. It was during this time of deep introspection and struggle that he stumbled upon a concept so simple, so profound, that it seemed almost unbelievable that no one had thought of it before. The Forgotten Secret, an epic tale of discovery. Prologue. Basic for anyone to consider as groundbreaking. But in all their advancements, there was one thing they never truly mastered: the art of lifting, balancing, and carrying with the symptoms, not the root cause. Generation after generation, people accepted this struggle as an inherent part of life. They believed that the pain and strain were simply the price to pay for progress. The knowledge that could have alleviated this burden was within their reach. In the quiet town of Spring Hill, Florida, lived a man named Francis Tully, a man of creativity, vision, and to despair. Francis found new purpose in his life. It was during this time of deep introspection and struggle that he stumbled upon a concept so simple. So Francis was going about his routine. The thought struck him like a bolt of lightning. What if the human body could lift, balance, and carry objects not by brute force, but by harnessing the power of the core and distributing weight evenly across the body? What if there was a way to make lifting almost effortless, to make it feel as if the objects were levitating? The concept was simple, almost too simple, and yet it was revolutionary. Francis began to sketch out his idea, a design that would later become known as the Xlanyard. It was a versatile tool that utilized the body's natural mechanics to make lifting easier, safer, and more efficient. The more he thought about it, the more he realized that this was not just a new invention. It was the rediscovery of a principle that had been overlooked for centuries. Chapter 4. The Search for the Truth. Driven by a sense of urgency, Francis knew he had to act. If this concept was as groundbreaking as he believed, surely someone else must have already thought of it, patented it, and perhaps even brought it to market. But as he delved into the records, he found nothing. No patents, no designs, no mention of anything remotely resembling his idea. The world had missed it completely. The realization was both exhilarating and baffling. How could something so obvious, so fundamental, have gone unnoticed for so long? Francis understood the magnitude of what he had discovered. This was not just an invention, it was a missing piece of human knowledge, a secret that could have transformed the way people lived and worked for generations. Chapter 5: The Miracle of Discovery. Francis knew that his discovery was no accident. It was as if the universe, or perhaps a divine force, had guided him to this moment. In his heart, he believed that his cancer, though a terrible burden, had led him to this revelation. It had sharpened his mind, opened his eyes, and given him the perspective needed to see what others had missed. With this newfound knowledge, Francis set out to share his invention with the world. He began to create prototypes, test his ideas, and refine the design of the Xlanyard. The results were astounding. People who had struggled with lifting heavy objects for years found that they could now do so with ease. Injuries were reduced, and tasks that once seemed daunting became simple. The Xlanyard was nothing short of a miracle. Chapter 6: A Legacy Unfolds. As word of the Xlanyard spread, people began to recognize the true genius of Francis Tully's discovery. It was a gift to humanity, one that had the potential to change lives on a global scale. The simplicity of the invention belied its profound impact. By enabling people to lift, balance, and carry with ease, it was transforming the way they lived. But more than just an invention, the Xlanyard became a symbol of hope and resilience. It was a testament to the power of the human spirit, to the idea that even in the darkest of times, there is always the potential for greatness. Francis Tully, a man battling a rare and deadly disease, had uncovered a truth that had eluded humanity for centuries. And in doing so, he had left a legacy that would endure for generations to come. Epilogue: The Awakening. The Xlanyard is more than just a tool. It is a reminder that the answers to life's greatest challenges, the forgotten secret, an epic tale of discovery. Prologue: The lens injured their shoulder, people consideration, vision, and deep faith. He was no stranger to life's challenges. 12 years ago, his work appreciating the small miracles in everyday life and find so simple, so profound, that it seemed almost unbelievable that no one had thought of it, as if these natural mechanics to make. Driven by a sense of urgency, no patents, no design, understood the magnitude of what he just knew that his discovery was no accident, needed to see what others had missed. With this newfound knowledge, they could now do so with ease, as the true genius of Francis Tully's discovery. But more than just an invention, the Xlanyard uncovered a truth that had eluded humanity for centuries, and waiting to be discovered. It teaches us that even the simplest ideas can hold the power to change the world, revealing that sometimes the most profound discoveries are those that were right in front of us all along. Francis Tully's journey is a beacon of light, illuminating the path for others to follow, and proving that true innovation knows no boundaries, not even time.